Hi and welcome back to Frostpunk. Now where we left off, we had set everything up here. We'd built the gathering post. Everybody's now got a tent. We do have some sick people coming along. Can't get anything yet because you need, I think it's 25 wood to do that, but this actually is up and running. So what I can do is on these piles take these workers off and pop some in there. Now they will cover the whole of that area and they will gather all the resources in that area as well, which also frees me up 20 workers. So what I will do is in these piles over here is I will pop those workers until I can get some more gathering posts up. Now the Book of Laws has just gone, so we said that we wanted to do medic apprentices, didn't we?
Listen everyone, new law is signed.
So every time you do a law, that man does come up and we do get some little bits of bobs here. So there's nothing much we can do now until it's daytime, so let's fast forward very fast until it comes to 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, sorry. There we are. Now that gets people out working. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it on fast game because I don't want it on too much. So it seems as though my game had gone back a little bit, so what I'd done before the end of last episode, it hasn't actually caught up, so I haven't actually ended up putting the generator on. So what I might do, just pop it on now, so that gets rid of that, and there we go. So now it pops up that we need food. Secure a raw food supply, build a hunter's hut or hothouse, and build a cookhouse and start preparing meals. Let's just get this. A note of thanks. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. It was the right thing to do and hope will rise. Great. So people are content. People are content, so it's given us discontent. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a medical post in, and that they will start to see the sick people. But the problem is they won't build it yet because everybody that I've got is out working at the moment, so the only time they work on it is now when it's the end of the day. So I need some engineers. Now if I hover over here, you can see them all here. It pops them all up where everybody is. Now if I was just to highlight engineers, it shows me there where all my engineers are. So I've got 10 here, so I'm just going to take 5 off and then pop them in there, and they will start seeing these people, as you can see, and then discontent goes away. Now another thing that I need is I need to start researching, and to do that I need do I put 2? Yeah, I'll pop 2 and a little bit of road, so everyone needs to be connected to it as a with a road, and then I'll have to get these 2 people in a second. I will start getting hungry people soon, but I'll be able to do that the next day. So these are research posts. So again, the only people that can work in these are engineers. So if I was to put an engineer in there, I will get this tech tree. Now there's different levels to the tech tree, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 obviously being the topmost, and then you've got your starting items up here. So you've got heating, exploration and industry, resources, health, food, health and shelter. So the first thing I want to do is a beacon. So this allows us to build a beacon. Obviously it shows you what you need to actually start that research. I need 10 wood. I haven't got 10 wood yet, I've only got 2, so I can't do this until the next day. It doesn't matter because there's nobody working in there until the next day anyway. So a beacon allows us to send scouts in to search the wilderness for goods and survivors and bring them back to a city. Lookouts will also spot incoming groups of people. So to have a beacon, you can send scouts out into the wilderness, and that's where you can get more steam cores and more resources like coal and wood and stuff like that. But we'll show you that when we come to it. So it's also coming up to a temperature drop. I think it would be the next day it actually we start to have a temperature drop. Now this is going to be a problem. We're going to start having more sick people, so we will have to be, there we go, I'm going to start that research. I will have to eventually think about building another medical post. People from our convoy, family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. Well, we'll do what we can. We can't do much at the moment because the beacon's not been built. And here we go. Here's when we start getting hungry people. So let's move that on a little bit. Food. What do we need to build a cookhouse? You only need 20 wood. Now we've still got wood coming in, so that's not a problem. And that it pops up in the top left hand corner here. There we go. Certain things. So that's just told me that the beacon has been researched. Let's do this Book of Shadows first. Now I'm going to go emergency shift. Sometimes we have to concentrate on the task at hand at the cost of everything else or die. So this, I won't use this, but I need this to get to an extended shift pattern. So you can force workers in the facility to work full stop for the next 24 hours. It will raise discontent slightly. Well, if put it twice, use an emergency shift will raise discontent. Discontent will rise slightly. So yeah, so we're going to go for that. They're not going to be happy with it. They're not going to be happy with it at all, but there's not much we can do at this point. So right, what were we up to? So we've got people, oh that's gone there, so we've got people gathering wood. How much? Also, if you click on the gathering post, it will tell you how much. So they've got 72 wood left to gather. Over here is coal, so they've got 272. So if you click on each pile, it shows you each one. Okay, there's only 7 steel in that one, 81 wood and 120 wood. So it would be a good idea to think about getting oh no, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to cancel that. I wanted to click on that. There we go. A gathering post here. But let's have a look. Resources, a gathering post. Now that costs 15. Now I can pop it there, but the problem is I don't have enough wood to build a road to it. So that's going to have to wait. But we're starting to gather. We're starting to get things built here. We're starting to crack along. So let's speed it up a little bit until we can get this built. And then I'm going to get 5 workers in there. Now they're going to start preparing meals. Now we started off with 100 rations. For 80 people, that's not going to last very long. So eventually I will have to get a hunter's hut. So it's basically it's where the hunters are based, and every night, venturing beyond the city, they track their prey in the frozen wasteland. They provide up to 15 raw food a day. You can eventually, using the tech tree, upgrade them to flying hunters. So they're actually, it's really cool to see because you see them go off in their little balloons and stuff. Here we go. Now the temperature's going to drop, which is not great because these people are going to get very cold. But here the temperature will go back up to 30. So at the moment I don't have any heating, so this is where things start to become a little bit more difficult. Now here, what do I need? Heaters. There we go. I'm going to kick off heaters, and that will put heating in each building. Resources are short. Yeah, because we've just started gathering them. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can act on all that will allow us to extend working hours. That's what I'm about to do. There we go. Done. But then discontent rises. So people are cold, people are hungry. Yeah, I know. But we're working on it. So, people are getting cold. But I need the resources. Come on. Workplace depleted. Right, oh. Right, so there we go. Heaters research. So all I need to do is just click on this on all the buildings. There we are. And I've got a little bit of wood, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take these 10 people off, and I'm going to pop them in there, and then I'm going to stick the heating on. So there, they will be a little bit better. And then, if I can, how much have they got over here? 48 and 60, so yeah, it might be an idea to build a gathering post here. And then just line it up there. So there we go. So we're going to get people in there so that they get them out of the cold as well. So that was heaters. Let's have a look. Sawmill. That's what I'm going to go for next, because all these trees here, I can cut them down for resources of wood. And that's what I need, because I'm very slowly running out of wood, and once these piles are gone, there's no way of me getting any more. So if I go to my overview, it shows you how cold everybody is. Now I'm not going to do anything. I can't do anything with that at the moment because that's still running as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out of here and I'm going to pop them in there. So there we are. So there's nobody working in the snow. They're all actually in buildings now. So that should shut them up. I can't do anything about them at the moment. But what I can do... Oh no, I can't. I can't even do that. So that's great. So I can't do anything at the moment apart from this. So I want people to start feeling happier. In that case, I'm going to build a fighting arena. Nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. It actually reduces discontent in areas that have got a fighting arena. So it's another thing that has an area of effect. You see what I mean? So if I pop it here, it covers all them. So you might need like 2 or 3 in your city. So I'm going to pop that there. That's only the one that I can get in at the moment. As I say, wood is a scarce resource at the moment. But once we've got that sawmill up and running, fingers crossed we'll be able to get a sawmill out and get that done. How much we got? We've only got 3 here, so we'll be able to get rid of that gathering post. And when you actually destroy a building, you actually get some of the resources back as well. So there we go. Hope rises and discontent falls. So there we go. So that was the last of the wood, and I can now dismantle that building. Gathering post depleted. Yep, exactly, that one as well. So they both are depleted. So what I can do now is put a sawmill as close as I can. There. If I was to put it on top of the trees, it would actually destroy those trees, so it wouldn't actually be able to gather them. Now, the next thing I want to do is get that up and running so I can get some people in there. Oh no, one of our people have died. First death. One of our people has just died. Sickness, accidents and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need a way of disposing the body. We'll do that in a moment. We can't do much yet, so he's just gonna have to sit on ice, literally. So I'm gonna get some people in there. Now that's gonna start bringing in. Oh, another one of our people died. Oh, another one of our people died. Lovely. People are dying all over the place. That's just what I wanted. So we've got the resources coming in. What are we going to do next? Let's do a steam hub. So these are little radiators that you can put out into the world, and it heats surrounding buildings, which is just what we need. So we need to get another medical. Let's get another 2 up and running. Yes, I know you're cold. But the problem is with these, even though they take engineers, if I was to put 1 engineer in, like for instance if I was to take 1 or 2 engineers and I put 2 in there, it wouldn't function at 100%. The only time it would function at 100% is if there was 5 engineers in there. So it still works, they still treat sick people, but not as fast as if it was full. So there we are. So there's our 2 working there. I know we have got another 4 people, but fingers crossed. Discontent goes away. So what we need is more people, and to do that I'm going to pause it a second. I am going to get a beacon. Now where can I put a beacon that's not going to be in the way of everything and destroy everything? So I'm going to pop it there. There might come a time where I'm adjusting roads and things like that, but at the moment, and I can also, oops, wrong one, I can also get rid of this road because it's literally going nowhere. What research can we do next? Let's go for a steelworks because we're almost out of steel as well, so we get that going. Beacons building, they're okay in there. They're working away over there. Oh, we've got the steam hub. So if I was to put the steam hub here, it would heat the buildings around it. So they see, if you look at the furthest away, this one, this medical post, see it's got like a little halo around it. Oh, not on. So if it's got a halo, it means that it's covered by the steam hub. So I'm going to pop a steam hub there, and I might go for one on the last bit of road there, because just in case. So that's all them covered by 2 steam hubs. It does use more coal, but I think at this precise moment in time we need it because people are dying. Now I'm going to put another gathering post there. How much have we got there? 179, yep, so we're going to need another gathering post. Let's put it right up to there so we're not wasting too much space. And I'm going to go around the back like that. And then this one needs a road as well. Okay, so that's them going. I mean, I have got 20 people free. That's got 60. That's got 21, so there's a little bit. So here we go. Now I'm going to go for the cemetery. For the simple reason is people will start complaining. And I'm going to stick it right up there next to the beacon because it doesn't need heat or anything like that. The beacon and the cemetery do not need any type of heat. So I'm going to put 5 in there. Thank you. Oh, this is a brilliant cutscene. If you watch, the graphics on this is amazing. You'll see this light. There we go. It starts to go around like a little lighthouse. There we are, and that's the wasteland. That's what we can explore. So I can send a team out to either go to the Lost Expedition or the observatory. So what I'll do is I'll get someone out to the Lost Expedition. I didn't put 5 people in there, did I? There we go. There we are. There we are, and they're starting to actually treat people now, so that's good. And the next job I will have to do is to build some hunters' huts. So what I'll do is I'll get, here we go, people from our convoy ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We needed a win. Brilliant. That's just what we wanted. Lovely. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll get it to daytime, and then I'm gonna have to call it. So let's get everyone up, ready for work. See, our coal's going down as well. I need to do something about that. I know I've got these gathering these pieces of coal, but I need to think about another permanent way of doing it. Now I've got those steam hubs, I'm actually using more steel work. So let's set this off, and I'll get a coal thumper. Oh, and scouts have reached the Lost Expedition and its survivors. Lost Expedition, a happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We have been wandering for days until we couldn't go any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Sites discovered, crash site and a sturdy shelter. Now I can either escort the survivors to the city, so the scouts will send them back safely and quickly, or I can send them. Now there's a chance that some of them might die. So being that we're so close to the city, I'm just going to escort them, and then I'm going to come back. Right, so that's it guys. I'm going to leave it here, and we're slowly getting there. We have had 2 deaths, which is, you know, shocking, but we're slowly getting there. We're doing what we can. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and if you have any tips, again, just let me know, and I shall see you all guys next episode. Bye.